Chapter 3. What do I do? Focus on what you can positively influence, not idly on what you can't. Peter Walcombe. One of the most important areas that you're able to take ownership of right now is your nutrition. And I imagine, like many, you've been going to the fridge for your cuddle substitute. That is going to have serious repercussions for your waistline, but I can certainly resonate with why you might still be doing this. Being kind to yourself is an important part of the mental well-being focus that we need to take into consideration. So my advice would be that as long as you are very mindful of your trips to the fridge or the cupboards, you should certainly feel free in your own decision making as to whether or not you have something. You just need to be aware that whatever you decide to have has a consequence. It will likely take you further from your goals where fat loss is concerned. But for the brief moment you have eating it, it could well feel worth it. Ask yourself that. We know that our behaviors and habits are what bring about any type of success. Results, whether in career, physical training, education, and definitely health, are derived from the behaviors that are related to them. We know that the goals that we set ourselves aren't directly within our control. The only things that we can actively seek to control are our behaviors that lead to accomplishing those goals. For the sake of avoiding boredom eating and being less mindful of our snacking, eating abandon, setting routine is what is going to allow us to build new habits and new behaviors. Establishing a pattern that we can actually stick to, that becomes second nature almost. That's where lasting success lies. You already have patterns and rituals, from brushing your teeth in the morning, first coffee of the day, going to work, lunch break, etc. Patterns and habits that have become part of us. And many of them are all to shit right now, at least on the most part, because we currently have nothing else to really conform to in terms of what we must do, other than stay home and stay safe. That is a relatively simple one to conform to, although there are a minority of people who still don't grasp the concept and importance of this, but that is another book altogether. To succeed in this process, an important element is writing it down. What times do you have to eat? What are you going to eat? Then make them non-negotiable. Stick to your plan. And equally make sure you factor in some good snacks or feel-good snacks and foods in there too. You can start with building a base diet with similar foods at similar times with similar portion sizes to what you already have. This is going to be a great way for you to manage your hunger levels throughout the day, not get too hungry and then end up binging later on. It's also going to allow you to understand how you can portion out your calories into regular meals. Routine is without doubt a precursor to improving health and weight loss, so it is vital that we start establishing our new routines as quickly as possible. Tracking can be a great way to start, but only if you'd like to. You don't necessarily need to, but definitely having a knowing of your numbers is a big help. Perhaps use one of the Body Track recipe guides and meal plans as a template. A link is available in the book. You then start to create eating windows for your meal times so you're better able to stay nourished and satiated throughout the day, thereby preventing your likelihood of snacking. When you integrate a training plan into this, it becomes easier to have sustained energy and recovery as you go. You then use this in conjunction with your mindful eating by waiting until you're actually physically hungry before you eat. Then by being really present with the meal and stopping when you're full. Then, although you've built your meal routine by following this idea, you're also going to be better tuned in to what your body really needs. You will know that this will change depending on how active you are. If you're more active, you're going to be more hungry. If you're less active, you're going to be less hungry, and you can adjust the routine diet accordingly. Do not let boredom trick you into thinking you are hungry. You can then build on this over the next week or so, fine-tuning as you go. Building structure is going to be paramount to your success. Routine plus habits equals success. Like I said earlier, right now there is no greater need than to invest your time, effort, and consistency within your behaviors.